Cam, Little Rock is still 2 exits down. Is that Fang Requiem on the side of the road?
I need to drop something off with him.
Is that Astrolite?
25 pounds, enough to powderize any vampire at close range.
You're going to blow up Fang Requiem? Why? I thought you liked him.
I did. But he's not the one who helped me defeat the ghost of Sigmund Freud, or who helped me edit my secret anime novel, or who didn't make fun of me for writing a secret anime novel. Once you rejected me, and once I sobered up from my subsequent binge, I realized you're my friend, and Fang Requiem is terrible to you. And that day, I became immune to his stupid, sexy vampire eyes.
Really?
No, but as soon as he left, I started plotting my revenge, and what's stronger than any vampire?
A werewolf.
No, well, yes. But what's even stronger than that? The best class in any context. Wizards.
You were after Powers of Horror from the start. That's why you kept asking me to bring him in. You didn't want his help getting out of Texas. You needed him to get into Texas.
Yes, but getting Fang Requiem to give me the map to Texarkana was only part of the plan. There were 3 other major obstacles that still needed solving. First, I needed some way to prevent you from intervening at the Goblin Market. Some sticky situation to keep you out of my hair. I lured you to the Spider Motel. See, good things are happening to us. This is a great motel. We're gonna be great. Replaced myself with my robot doppelganger, so you wouldn't notice I was gone while I cut a deal. Hey. I feel fantastic. Alright, you feel fantastic. And when your bank got in touch with you, I had to keep you distracted while the spiders finished up the business. Ah, shit. How do I tell which one is telling the truth? Either one could be the real Requiem.
I mean, one of us, is a regular human, 2 legs, 2 arms, a face, and one of us is, is a small spider, 8 legs, 8 eyes, and somehow has my debit card taped to it and keeps trying to bite me when I try to get it back.
I was always a bit nervous that you noticed some of the contrivances in my cover story, like how the spiders just so happened to open their web development firm on our route, halfway across Texas from their motel.
I was really concerned, about the business the spiders opened up in my name, but, I am honestly really impressed.
And at one point, I even let slip my friendly relationship with spiders.
Thankfully, you haven't, crushed any spiders recently, right?
I actually do try to avoid crushing spiders. I usually just wrap them up in a paper towel and toss them outside. But the webs only solved one problem. The second, I needed some way to acquire the currencies of the Goblin Market without arousing suspicion.
Where are we?
We're in Pizza Surf, home of the surf pizza. Eat it for sustenance, our new sponsors. Although the transaction notification nearly gave me away.
They are actually sponsoring us. I just got somebody in my PayPal account. Huh.
Yeah, see? This is all good things happening.
It says it was converted from human dollars to your currency. That's fine, right?
But it slipped right past.
Cam, I don't want revenge on Fang Requiem. I want him to leave me alone. And you know that. You would have been lying about all of this if you didn't.
You helped me defeat the ghost of Sigmund Freud, my greatest nemesis. I had to do something.
I realize I'm setting myself up for a terrible revelation here, but what about the third problem?
Oh, of course. The third solution. I promised some down-on-their-luck spooks trying to get started haunting a hostel a bit of exposure.
Yeah, when we got here, the proprietor was like, close your eyes for a second and put your hand in this bowl. It was very obviously grapes. I did open my eyes and it was peeled grapes. I was like, these are peeled grapes. Like, no, they're eyes.
Some spooks with some very specific staff members. Like when the skeleton popped out of the closet,
I mean, I legitimately screamed at that.
Some spooks who can keep a good friend completely incapacitated so that he has no chance of interfering with the masterstroke of my scheme, but in such a way as to be completely guaranteed no lasting harm whatsoever.
What? What's going on?
Est mors inficit vitam.
Get them away from me, Cam! Cam, what are you doing? Cam!
Skeleta porsus esse abiectum. Fang Requiem. I've got a whole box of Mother Sorrow's gingerbread for you.
These are explosives, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, the wires are sticking out of them, and
but as of this moment, I am invincible. So, I was kind of hoping that this would be like my clever master stroke here. I'd be like, haha, he never even saw it coming. But I guess instead it's just going to be like, yeah, I learned the spell for literal god mode, and now I just can't die. And I guess I may as well set the timer on this thing. I don't know, how long do you think it'll be for like a dramatic confrontation? 10 minutes? 10 minutes gonna work?
I mean, this doesn't have to be a confrontation. Like, I don't understand why you've decided to turn against your old pal Fang Requiem. And like, for my brother, like, that loser, he's into werewolves and he lies about it all the time.
I mean, yes. But
Werewolves suck. They're the worst monster. They are second stringers to vampires. Like,
okay, you're not
wrong.
wrong.
A werewolf equivalent of Dracula. There's a reason Bella picked Edward over Jacob.
I mean, you bring that up, and it's like, it's broken your spell, you fool, because Jacob was actually way better than Edward until Stephanie Meyer either character assassinated him or tried to make him sexy, and either way, she ruined him. But that doesn't count, though, because Edward's not a real vampire. I'm declaring, because I don't like him.
But I'm a real vampire. Like, Cam, look into my eyes.
No, god damn it, that's not going to work anymore. You may be a real vampire, and therefore, like, the sexiest and coolest thing ever. But Requiem is my actual friend. He helps me when I need it. And you only help me when there's something in it for you. Like, when you need me to go and steal Mother Sorrow's gingerbread. That's the only reason you showed up to help get us out of haunted Texas. Am I wrong?
I mean, no, but, isn't that part of my appeal? Vampires are a little dangerous. You don't know what we're up to.
I mean, okay, there's a little dangerous, and then there's entirely self-serving.
Cam. Do you even think these explosives are actually going to work?
I mean, there are a lot of them. Usually when I pile just a ludicrous amount of explosives onto a thing, that works pretty well for me.
Cam, I'm a vampire. I'm already dead. What do you think's going to happen?
I mean, I'd kind of assume that you would be reduced to ash, like, directly.
Yeah, did you load this up with, light, or did you load it up with astrolight? One of those things works on vampires, one of them doesn't. Also, I can turn into a bat. You've seen it.
It's true. It was kind of pathetic, not gonna lie.
Look, most bats are herbivores, and even vampire bats really just, do a little bite and lick a little bit of blood off a cow. So, I don't know what people expect from vampires turning into bats. It's not that impressive. I turn into a bat and I just eat a bunch of pears. What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, hey, you said it, not me. I mean, the worst case scenario here is just that there is a spectacular explosion and then you don't die, but neither do I, because I am now invincible.
What did you even do? I feel like Requiem would have stopped you. What did you do to Requiem?
Requiem is both perfectly safe and completely incapacitated. I have used his...
didn't you?
I mean, yeah, if you just want to steal my dramatic reveal.
How are you any better than I am, then?
Well, the difference is that you do it for your own gain, and I am doing it for his own good. A concept which has never resulted in any bad decisions or dystopias whatsoever.
You're from Utah, aren't you? That seems like a Utah thing to say.
I mean, this is a question?
Did you see, brief aside, did you see that sign, the food court sign? It said S&M, all deviant food.
None of the others are nearly as much fun. That's too bad. I feel like I'm obligated to patronize this shop now, though. Okay, why am I even bothering with armor? I am invincible. I am just going to wear the clothes that let me pick locks easily.
But Cam, wouldn't you like a copy, an early access copy of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which I have right here?
I mean,
because I'm a vampire.
That does make sense. And also, like, I looked up a couple of things about it, and I gotta say, some of the stuff they're doing gives me a little bit of hope for the project. Like, there's a concept that they have where you start out, you're a thin blood vampire, which means that you're initially not part of any clan. So you start out with 3 disciplines that are just kind of arbitrary, weird vampire powers, and then you can later on join one of the clans, and that gives you, I think, 2 extra disciplines that are sort of iconic to that clan, which is completely out of sync with the lore, obviously, but also it is much better for the... fucking hell. Oh, I see, I can jump up through here, that works. But it is much better for introducing new people to the clans of Vampire the Masquerade, because that way they don't have to pick a clan until they've already met them and know what they're about. You don't have to already know what they are in order to figure out... You don't have to do like what this game did, where it's like, oh, hey, do you not know what the clans are? Well, here's a personality quiz, and then at the end of the personality quiz, because it's fucking 2005, we will tell you which vampire clan is your astrological sign, and also which Hogwarts house you would be in. It gives me hope specifically because it is a break from the original the original settings lore in a fairly major way. That's very good for gameplay. Could I convince you to give me the game even if I blow you up?
You know, no, you can't.
What if I offered you... I can't think of anything. What if I made you an offer of some sort, just ambiguously?
That's not how negotiation works. This is how I'm always able to get you to give me your blood. Also, could I have some of your blood?
Yeah, that seems... No, you cannot!
Look, I'm Requiem's brother. He's your friend. You don't think he's gonna be upset when you've blown up his brother?
Requiem doesn't know what's good for him. I mean, the whole saga of the Monkey's Paw, I feel, has firmly established that.
Didn't that mostly negatively impact you?
Yeah, but it was still really reckless.
Is this some weird glitch, or are we just going up like some sort of tower?
Yeah, no, we've gone up some kind of weird tower. It's some kind of weird ventilation pipe thing, but it's also vampires can't see in the dark, so I have no idea where the hell I'm supposed to go next. Okay.
I can see in the dark.
That work? Hang on. there we go. This might not even help if the darkness here is just 0. Okay, found it. Now the game looks hideous because the gamma is over triple its usual maximum. Military-grade assault weapons. Those I can find. Flashlight, though. Not even necessarily a flashlight attachment, mind you. Literally just a flashlight.
A lot of people don't know flashlights weren't invented until 2005.
Isn't that the year this game released? Was it 2004?
2004?
I think that was 2004. Okay. Aha. I don't know if I'm the one who broke the textures on these walls, but, I mean, the textures on, Grout's wife's little, Nora Freeze container were broken when I got here, so...
Now, Cam, I'm the only vampire you know, right?
Maybe.
Well, if I'm gone, who's going to turn you into a vampire?
You're never going to turn me into a vampire. That's just something you use to string me along.
What if I introduced you to some vampires who might...
Do you know other vampires?
Hey, look who I've got on speed dial on my phone. It's Carmilla. Oh man, I could send you her number, but I don't want to get blown up.
I don't suppose your phone is a Nokia.
It's not.
God damn it. How do I know that you'll actually give me her number if I don't blow you up?
I had no doubts about your capability, but I am not so easily betrayed. Did you ever think about what it takes to live as long as I have, to come this far? Consider that lack of judgment in your last few seconds.
I forget what he's about to do though, right here.
Tick, tick, tick. A bientôt, Kimberly. Help!
Oh.
He has this stupid plan to try and blow himself up. Which is just immediately backfires in his face. So yeah, there's a final fight up there. That might have been really hard for someone who was invincible, or who hadn't played this game before. And there's that taken care of. See, explosives solve all of my problems.
Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Oh, hey, Lord Ruthvane. Yeah, I'm with him now, but, like, he's gonna blow me up. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be coming to the vampire party. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that, Cam. I just had to cancel some plans.
I don't think that was even a real phone call. I didn't hear a ring.
I had it on silent. I'm a vampire.
I mean, I don't know how those two things are connected, but it does seem very reasonable that they would be. Just, am I going backwards or in circles or...
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was on Dracula's TikTok page. What's going on? I would show you, but, you know, blowing me up and everything.
I probably should have put a shorter timer on this thing.
Just follow the trail of bullets.
Go directly towards people who are trying to kill you, and do not stop until they are all dead. Okay, yeah, I can call this thing back down. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that my blood shield is run out, but I've given myself infinite blood, so I suppose I may as well.
You only got to blow one person up using your blood magic, though.
This is true, but I mean, he killed 2 other people in the explosion, which I feel was very satisfying.
I'm pretty good at blood magic. I'd love to show you sometime, but, you know...
Oh my god, you know blood magic. You never even told me you know blood magic. You always keep the coolest stuff for me.
Just, you know, gotta keep them guessing. It's what makes me interesting. So many of these guys look like LaCroix.
Yeah, they all have the endgame Ventru armors, which look fantastic, but I mean, I guess they are supposed to be like LaCroix's elite vampire mooks. Okay, Cthulhu, have you forgotten how full auto works? Because it feels like we're firing on semi-auto and just, you know, hammering the trigger a bunch. Oh no, we got some kind of domination thing. That's our problem. Okay, I'll just blood boil you. Yeah, it's decreasing all my stats. So, I'm definitely still blowing you up, but if you did turn me into a vampire, what kind of sweet vampire powers would I get?
You know, I don't know that I even want to tell you.
I mean, like, would I get the blood magic automatically, or...
And I have to be around to teach you. You gotta have somebody to teach you, and if people find out, poor innocent Fang Requiem, like, my friends aren't gonna want to let you play their vampire game.
Is that a reference to Bloodlines 2, or to, like vampire games in the sense of reindeer games?
I guess you'll never know, will you?
Teleporting bosses, still annoying, by the way, although this guy is at least a big, tough, fast melee fighter, so, you know, it's a lot more tolerable. You know, I guess we should probably use this at least once.
they say what bloodline the sheriff is?
I believe he is supposed to be a gangrel, but I'm not sure. Also, I like how Kotula like raises her arms up to, you know, like she's a stunt woman who's
He's like, I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, you know, knows what's about to happen, trying to make sure that, you know, she doesn't hurt herself on the landing. No, hang on.
You know, I'm not going to put you in contact with any of my vampire friends, but I'm going to put you in contact with somebody you get along with great. His name's Van Helsing.
That was uncalled for. I'm not hunting you because you're a vampire. I have a personal grudge against you because of the terrible things you have done to my good friend. Vampires do this kind of thing all the time.
Whatever we say, Van Chamomile. I heard the Society of Leopold's open to new members.
But then I'd have to be Catholic. Okay, I don't know what this weird debuff thing is, but it is annoying as hell. I'm just gonna get more assault rifle ammo and shoot him with that. Alright, where are you? There you are.
Based on this battle, it looks like the key to beating you is to turn into a bat monster.
I mean, that's certainly the key to being very annoying.
Yeah.
Apparently, it also really helps to have some kind of deafening echolocation screech, which is definitely a real thing that bats have. That is exactly how bat screeches work.
Thankfully, the Croy has an infinite number of nukes.
Where'd they go? Are you referring to me or the other mooks? Because if it's the latter, I exploded them. And if it's me, then I'm not particularly trying all that hard to dodge or anything. I don't know what your problem is. I'm basically just relying on my occult superpowers for this.
I understand why they didn't do this in the game, but, you know, he could just have grabbed Coachella and dropped her off the top of the building.
Right? And even if she survived, like, she'd be at the bottom and would have to make her way all the way back up. And then, you know, when she got back to the top, you could just do it again. It's not clear how she'd stop you. Although, to be clear, this would not work on me on account of my dark occult powers.
Yeah, I can fly, and, you know, I always wanted to fly with somebody, but...
Wind rushing through our hair as we skim the top of the treetops, the moonlight bright in the sky. But no, goddammit, I'm a wizard now. I can just do that myself. It'll be exactly the same.
I guess I could just turn into a giant bat monster.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll still explode if you do. Why did I set the timer so long on this?
In the meantime, I could just eat you.
I mean, it would be like the coolest way to die, but I don't think I would
Yeah.
even die from it. I don't know. Does invincibility qualify if my blood is drained through, like, does this count as violence? I'm actually not entirely sure how this spell works.
I guess we're gonna find out.
You betrayed me. I gave you guidance, responsibility, opportunity, power. And now, you enter my
You would
domain,
just
cripple my organization.
hold still so I can devour you.
Associates,
I'd rather not, actually.
Judas, you devil.
Could we possibly table this devouring for, I want to say, about 2 minutes? I've lost track of the timer on this thing. But if you would stop trying to devour me, I could actually give you an exact timetable on how long we can just, meditate.
Hmm.
Give me the key. I said, give me the key.
It's a good thing you just had that letter opener right there.
It can't end like this. Don't you see the Kuei Jin will kill us all?
I'm ahead of the game on that one.
I can't lose. I will open the sarcophagus. I'll build an empire. It won't end here. No! I'm begging you. No!
What was the pitch he was gonna make? Alright, let's end this. I'm a vampire. I've got dark occult powers of my own. I think I'll be fine just swallowing you whole.
Aha! You fool. The timer is practically expired. We'll see whether or not you can actually survive a blast of 25 pounds of astrolight at point-blank range.
I can also hold you here in the meantime.
I am invincible. Hang on, why did I do this in my car?